Welcome to your virtual yoga class. Obviously in a little bit different surroundings in my living room here, but we do what we can in the space that we can use. So I would invite you to find a comfortable seated position on your mat in Sukhasana. I'm going to be using a block. If you don't have a block, you can always use a blanket or a towel or something. If you like a little boost, I always find Sukhasana a little bit of a difficult pose in the sense that sometimes my hips are not quite ready for that. And so I like to be a little bit up, a little bit higher. So I would invite you to find a comfortable position. You can always lie on your back with your feet flat on the floor, your knees bent, and let that lower back release. Otherwise, if you're joining me here in your easy seat, perhaps placing your hands on your thighs, giving you a little bit of grounding, sitting up nice and tall, setting those sit bones on the mat or your block or your blanket. And then just gently to close your eyes, taking a few deep breaths here. Inhale deeply through the nose, open mouth, exhale, let it go. Let's do that again. Deep inhale, fill up, open mouth, exhale, let that go. One more time as we settle in. Inhale, open mouth, exhale, let it go. And just gently start to settle into this space, bringing your awareness to the present moment. From the Yoga Sutras, we try to remain in the present moment, the only place where life exists. Start to draw a deeper attention to that breath. Perhaps incorporating a 3-part breath. So inhale through the belly, rising through the ribs, the chest, and then back down, chest, ribs, belly, and cycle through that breath. Perhaps adding some texture and sound, bringing a slight constriction to the back of the throat as you inhale and exhale. That is that Ujjayi pranayama, that ocean breath, almost sounding like waves crashing on the beach. This breath balances the hemispheres of the mind, builds heat in the body. At any time during your practice, you notice your focus starting to wander, come back to the breath. I would invite you to bring your hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra. And if you would like to make an intention or set an intention for your practice, perhaps bringing a mantra into the practice. Today I'm thinking of a quote from St. Julian of Norwich. All shall be well, and all shall be well, and all matter of things shall be well. Let's take a deep breath in. Fill up with that intention. Open mouth, exhale, let that go. One more breath just for you. Inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Let that go. Gently opening the eyes. And we'll start with a little bit of warm up. So let's just inhale the shoulders up by the ears and exhale them down the back, bringing those shoulder blades together. Inhale, shoulders up by the ears. Exhale, bringing those shoulders down the back. Inhale one more time, up. Exhale, down the back. And let's just give ourselves a little bit of love here. So inhale, opening the arms out wide. Exhale, just wrapping around the shoulders. Inhale, opening wide. Exhale, giving yourself a little bit of love here. Inhale, open wide. Exhale, maybe switching the cross of the arms. Inhale, open arms wide, and as you exhale, bringing those hands behind you, clasping, bringing the palms together. Inhale, lift the chest, maybe the gaze lifts as well. Exhale, bringing those knuckles closer to the floor, opening the chest, the shoulders, the collarbones, and breathing here. One more breath in, and exhale, release. Maybe just dropping the chin to the chest. Inhale, letting that left ear go over towards the left shoulder. Might be the opposite for you. Trying to mirror might be a little challenging here. You can always lay your hand on your jawline. Not too much pressure, but just feeling a little stretch in the neck. Take an inhale, exhale. Inhale through center, and exhale, bringing that right ear over to the right shoulder. Maybe bringing that right palm to the left jawbone, or the opposite side. Take an inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, let that arm drop. Inhale, that neck back to center, exhale. Inhale, gaze lifts, and then exhale. And before we move to warm up the spine just a little bit with some cat-cow, just take a gentle twist here. So for me, I'm going to bring that left palm behind me as a little bit of an anchor or a kickstand. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale down over to the left knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, start to twist. Perhaps your gaze goes to the back of the room. With every inhale, you lengthen. Exhale, twist from those lower ribs. Inhale, eyes back to center, gently unwind, and then switch sides. So maybe now it's the right hand acting as an anchor behind you. Inhaling that left arm up, exhaling over to the right knee. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist from those lower abdominals. Your gaze is the last to go here. Inhaling, eyes back to center, gently unwind. Maybe shake out the shoulders just a bit. And you can roll over the knees or come to one hip or the other, but making your way Gently taking your time into tabletop. Moving that block or blanket over to the side, or if you like to have a blanket underneath your knees as a little cushion. But we're going to set up our foundation here, our tabletop. So we want to stack our joints, have our shoulders over the wrists, big number 5 hands. Our hips are over the knees. As you press the tops of the feet down into the mat, you'll start to feel that belly button go in and up, that core lock, that Uddiyana Bandha, pressing into the thumb and index finger. Your neck is long, and we'll move through some cow and cat tilt. So inhaling, dropping the belly, lifting the gaze. And as you exhale, leading with those lower ribs, arching and rounding, pressing the earth away into your cat. You can add some movement with the toes. So as you inhale to cow, coming up onto the toes. And exhale, tops of the feet come back to the mat, tucking and rounding, arching. Inhale to cow. And exhale to cat. Let's do one more time through. Inhale, cow. Exhale, and cat. Inhale, coming back to a neutral spine. We'll take a little bit of a spinal balance here. So I'm going to inhale the right toes back. The toes are actually pointing towards the earth, leveling the hips. And then once you find maybe an unmoving point, drishti, in front of you to kind of focus on, inhaling the left hand, the left fingertips towards the front of the mat, long line of energy. Take an inhale. And then exhale, tucking and rounding, bringing that knee to elbow, arching the back, the belly button in and up. Inhale, nice and long. Exhale, tuck and round. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, bringing the left hand and the right knee back to the mat, and we'll switch sides. So inhaling, extending that left leg long, left toes towards the earth, leveling the hips. And when you're ready, inhaling, stretching those right fingertips nice and long, bringing that belly button in and up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring that elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tuck and round. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bringing the right palm, the left knee back down to the earth. And let's just walk the fingertips forward a little bit. Just make some gentle hip circles, kind of warming up. Hold a lot of emotion in our hips. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Going to the opposite side, counterclockwise or clockwise, whichever way you started to go. And then let's just make a little bit of a modified upward dogs here. So inhale forward, just opening up the front of the body, keeping the legs long, nice and gentle. And then exhale, pushing back to your balasana, your child's pose. Inhale, coming forward again, just opening up the front of the body. Nice, feels nice on the back. Exhale, sit back into your child's pose. Inhale forward one more time. Bring those hips forward, just warming up nice and gentle. Exhale, sit back. Letting the forehead rest. Inhale, coming back to our table. We will be moving, transitioning to our standing, but passing through our downward facing dog. So walking the fingertips forward about 3 to 6 inches. Nice big number 5 hands spread apart. You're going to tuck those toes. Bring that navel to spine. Inhale. Exhale. Pushing back into your downward facing dog. And here, take some movement. So walking out that dog, pedaling the feet. Those biceps are spinning forward, triceps back. Come to stillness here. Inhale. And then exhale, letting the heels drop to the left. Inhale up on the toes and exhale, dropping the heels to the right. Inhaling back to center, letting the gaze go between the feet. Ears are by the elbows, pressing down. Your heart is melting towards your thighs. And breathing. On your next inhale, look forward and gently start to walk those feet behind the hands, putting a bend in the knees, bringing that belly button in and up, letting the head drop, maybe taking opposite elbows, maybe crowning the face or framing the face here. Some nice ragdoll, letting that back release. Your body is a waterfall. Maybe taking some movement here, keeping the hips steady. Maybe switching out your grip. Bringing your hands to your feet, kind of pressing down here, feeling that strength, that grounding. Nod your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Toe heeling the feet together. Keeping that bend in the knees. Bring that belly to spine. And bringing your hands to your hips. Inhale, keeping that nice long spine. Coming up to our Tadasana. So in your Tadasana, take a little bit, step back here. We want to make sure that we have our shoulders away from the ears, feeling the strength of those quadriceps, so pulling up on the kneecaps, lifting up. Have a slight tuck to the tail, finding your drishti, finding a spot in front of you. Maybe your arms are at your sides. You can bring them to your heart center as well. Feeling the strength of this pose, mountain pose. You are a strong mountain, rooted to the earth. Maybe lifting up the toes and bringing them back down. And we will move through a sun A or two. As we inhale, we're going to sweep up, grow tall. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, forward. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. You can have a bend in the knees. Inhale to a half lift. Nice, long spine. Your hands arrive somewhere, probably on the shins, resting lightly. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, plant your hands and step back into a high plank. Finding your alignment here, having your heart, hips, and knees in one line. Your heels are pressing back towards the wall in front of you. And here you have options. You can come down to your knees, come in, placing the feet flat on the floor, coming all the way down to your belly, taking a baby cobra, so pressing now the feet into the mat. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Inhale, pushing, rising. Exhale, downward facing dog. If you'd like a little more of a challenge from your high plank, to do a chaturanga, high to low plank. So inhale, forward. Exhale, keeping those elbows glued to those ribs. Inhale, lifting up into upward dog. Feet, not your thighs and your knees are off the mat. Nice, strong arms. And then exhaling into your downward facing dog. Taking a breath in and a breath out. Inhale, forward. Step to the top of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root and rise, sweep up. Grow tall. Exhale. Samastitihi, equal standing pose. We'll move through that sun A 2 more times, trying to incorporate one breath, one movement. So inhale, sweep up. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, stepping back, moving through your high to low. So inhale, come forward. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Travel to the top of the mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root and rise. Exhale, Samastitihi. One more time. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back. High to low. Maybe coming to the knees. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up. Exhale. Inhale, push forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Moving on to our sun B. Inhale, coming forward. Stepping, hopping to top of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bending the knees. Coming to rise into your chair pose. Take a step back here. Here you want to set your foundation. So you want to have those quads, knees squeezing together. Weight is in your heels. Chest is lifted, but keeping your shoulders away from your ears. Those pinkies are cycling inward. You can have your hands at heart center. Another option is to use a block in between the knees. That keeps those thighs nice and engaged as an option for you. So take another breath in. Exhale, fold. Inhale to a half lift. Exhale, plant your hands. Move through your chaturanga. You can always just skip that and go right to downward facing dog. Take a breath in and a breath out. We'll add on here. So on the no breath, bring the right foot forward, anchoring that back left foot. Inhale, rise into warrior one. You want to have your knee tracking over your ankle. Your back foot is your anchor. You're pressing into both feet. Your hips, if you bring your hands to your hips, see that your hips and your shoulders are trying to align towards the wall in front of you. Breathing in and out. Take another breath in. Exhale, hands through heart center, planting them, stepping back, moving through your chaturanga. Inhale forward, halfway lift, or down, inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Look forward on the no breath. Bring that foot forward. Planting that back foot, anchoring. Inhale, rise. Warrior one on the left side. Again, setting up your alignment here. Take a breath in and a breath out. Breath in, breath out, exhale, planting your hands. Maybe you would just like to try to go to high plank here. Pressing back through the heels, skipping that high to low, and then exhale back. Downward facing dog. Adding on here, inhale the right toes to the sky, leveling those hips. And you exhale, bringing that right knee to nose. Then bringing that right foot forward between the hands into a low lunge. Bringing that left knee down. Inhaling the arms to the sky, low or crescent moon. Take an inhale. Exhale, bringing the hands to the mat. Coming back up, or coming up on those left back toes. Coming back into your lunge. We'll take an easy twist here. So planting that left hand on the mat. Inhale the right fingertips to the sky, or it might be the opposite for you. This is a new experience for all of us. Maybe circling out that wrist. Inhaling high. Exhaling, bring that hand back down. We're moving into our high crescent. So staying up on the ball of that back foot. You can bend that back knee a little bit. Inhale and rise into your high crescent. Squeezing those thighs together. You're up on the back toes, follow the back foot. Right knee is tracking over the ankle. Nice, strong pose. And as you exhale, you open up into your warrior two. So I'll come onto this side so we can see here. So opening up into your warrior two. Again, wanting to set your alignment so that for you, probably your right knee over your ankle. Here for me, it's my left, but the right knee is tracking over the ankle. You have heel to arch alignment. You're pressing into both feet as if you could rip that mat apart, nice and strong. What do you stand for in this tall pose, this warrior pose, Virabhadrasana too? So bringing the fingertips, the arms at shoulder height, I should say. And then your gaze is over those front fingertips. Nice and strong, breathing, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, exhale. Take one more inhale, and then exhale, cartwheeling your hands back down to the mat. You can step back, move through your Chaturanga. You could hold high plank. You could just go to downward facing dog. Inhaling to upward dog if you're there. Exhale, downward dog. And we'll even ourselves out. So inhaling those left toes to the sky. Exhale, coming forward, arching your back knee to nose. Bringing the left foot forward between the hands. Bringing that right knee down. Inhale to our crescent moon. Exhale, bringing the hands down to the mat. Coming up on the right toes. Coming back into our low lunge, taking an easy twist to the opposite side. So for me, planting that right hand, inhaling those left fingertips to the sky, maybe circling out that wrist. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bringing that left hand back down to the mat. Maybe walking those back toes in a little bit, preparing to rise into our high crescent. Anjalingasana. Inhale and rise. Nice back, strong leg, knee over the ankle. And as you prepare here to open up to warrior two, inhale, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, open into warrior two. So I'm going to go to the other side just to even that out a little bit since I'm a little bit opposite here. So again, setting up your foundation, making sure you can see those right front toes, knee over the ankle. Nice, strong back leg, shoulders away from the ears, gazing over those front fingertips. Taking a breath in and a breath out. Inhale, and then exhale, cartwheeling the hands back down to the mat. Stepping back, moving through your high to low. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale. You can step or hop. Inhale, upward dog, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root and rise, sweep up. Grow tall. Coming back into our Tadasana. Resetting that foundation. Finding your drishti. Take a little step back here. My head's getting cut off here. And to finish our mini session, just a little bit of balance. Making us feel balanced and maybe calmer as we move through something that we've never experienced before. But as we come back to that intention, all shall be well, and all shall be well, and all matter of things shall be well. So we'll finish off our sequence here with a little balancing. So coming into tree pose. You can use a block, placing it in between the feet. It's a nice way to start. So if we come into our tree pose on the left side, so you can just place that foot on top of the block as a nice place to start. But that standing leg is going to be your anchor. So finding your strength here, rooting down into that foot, finding your drishti, finding that unmoving point, and then finding a place for that foot. So maybe it's inside the calf. Maybe it's kickstanded. Maybe you're going to bring that foot up inside the thigh, just avoiding the knee joint. And then you can press the foot of the bent knee into that standing thigh. They're kind of pushing against each other, finding some strength there. You can bring your hands together. You can grow your branches. You can perhaps find a reverse namaste, bringing the hands behind you, but breathing. You can do this. All shall be well. Take another breath in, and then release that foot to the mat, and we'll shake it out and balance ourselves out. So again, you can start out placing that foot on a block, or if you don't have a block, you can just kickstand your foot. This is tree. This is your tree. But if you were here, perhaps on the other side, go there. Or maybe you would like to bring that opposite leg into the thigh, avoiding the knee joint, pressing into the opposite leg. Maybe if you didn't grow your branches before, grow your branches. Maybe they're moving in the wind, kind of like the storm from the weekend. And breathing. Let's take a breath in and a breath out and release. So this is the end of our little mini practice. As we end many of our yoga practices, let's bring our hands to our forehead reminding us to have clear and loving communication, or clear and loving thoughts. The hands to the heart space, reminding us to have clear and loving intentions. Our hands to the mouth, reminding us to have clear and loving communications. The light in me bows and honors the light in all of you. Namaste.